If you're thinking about getting an EV, obviously we all know that it saves you money with electricity versus gas, but another dividend of owning an EV is a lot lower maintenance costs. In fact, one of the biggest maintenance items on an EV is going to be tires. Luckily for the next owner of this 2023 Tesla Model 3, it's got 4 brand new tires on it. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford and Isuzu, and today we're going to talk about this 2023 Model 3 rear-wheel drive. Let's dive in. I have a 2019 Model 3, very similar to this one, a Standard Range Plus. In 2023, they just call it the rear-wheel drive. When I bought my EV about 4 years ago, EVs were a lot more expensive. There's a big EV bubble. Used EVs were in such demand, they were selling for more than the original MSRP. When I bought mine, I'm not even going to tell you what I paid for my Tesla. I still love it, but I cringe. But in 2026, there are millions of pre-owned EVs on the market, including lots of pre-owned Teslas. You can find nice Model 3s like this for well under $30,000. And right now, that's the average price you're going to pay for a decent used car, probably in the $20,000 to $30,000 price range. Not a luxury car, just a decent used car. So the Model 3 is more attainable to a wider variety of people than ever before, and it's a fantastic vehicle. 75% of the population, this will do just fine for commuting, road tripping. Maybe there's an extra 25% that have unusual situations where maybe they still need a gas car, but for most people, this will get everything done for you. You don't need any other vehicle besides this. Even though this is about the same size as like a Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla, we would compare this for features, luxury, and performance to more like a BMW or Mercedes. Really making it a great value. We have this huge trunk, kind of hard to see, it's a little bit dark, but it's very large. We have a recessed storage pocket right on that side, and then if we lift this up, we have a sub-trunk. It is amazing how much storage we have. Also very safe. When the Model 3 was tested by the NHTSA, it's one of the lowest probability of injury out of any other vehicle they tested. One of the safest vehicles on the road. And most compacts don't have a lot of interior space, but since we're not hampered by the typical design of an EV, no drive shafts and gas tanks and all that stuff, it allows for a completely flat floor, opening up the interior for more passenger space. I'm 6'2". I got lots of space in here. Look at this, is fantastic. These are fantastic Uber or Lyft vehicles. You have these big glass roof panels to even give it a bigger, more airier feeling, allowing a more natural ambient light inside. And since we don't have an engine up here, we have a frunk, which is even more storage space. Also a safety feature. You have all this space to absorb crash energy in a frontal collision. One of the safest vehicles on the road. This has the upgraded wheel and tire package. Looks fantastic in blue. A Tesla literally is a smartphone or even a supercomputer on wheels. The form factor might look like a lot of other vehicles, but the nuts and bolts, not so much nuts and bolts, it's more circuit boards and batteries. A lot of other cars are mechanical. Most car manufacturers, they've been around for over 100 years, and they're great at making the mechanical bits. Not so great at the software. This is a computer on wheels, and the majority of the functionality is in this screen. It's devoid of hard buttons and knobs because those are there forever. It's almost like a sensory deprivation chamber. It's very quiet, serene. You're not overly cluttered with buttons and screens and knobs. It's a very nice place to be. So we have this huge screen right here. It's also liquid cooled. The same cooling system that they use to thermal manage the batteries, they also use it to cool the computer that powers the infotainment and the full self-driving computer. That's how high tech this thing is. That's how high performance the computer is in this thing. The technology in this car is literally like 10 years, if not more, than most other vehicles. Even though this is a 2023, there's brand new 2026 cars that feel ancient compared to this. The screen is fantastic. The user interface is amazing. There's no other screen in the business that's anything like this. It's large. It almost feels like this was designed by Apple or Samsung. Until Apple and Samsung start making cars or making infotainment screens for cars, this is as good as you're gonna get in the automotive world. Tesla, they make their own media control unit, so there's a level of synergy with these vehicles that no other car companies can do. Tesla's constantly rolling out updates, adding features that really no other car companies can do because they don't make their media control unit. Someone else makes it. Tesla can do their own coding, their own firmware. They have a level of flexibility and synergy that no one else has. You can play video games. A recent update, now you can dock your Dragon capsule to the International Space Station. While you're supercharging or you're waiting for someone to go shopping and you're in the car, you can watch Netflix, Disney+, Hulu. Then we have the toy box. Here's a recent update. We have a photo booth. There's a camera right here used to monitor the driver when using full self-driving or autopilot. Also, you can monitor the in-cabin if you have it in dog mode. You can check on your dog, or you can just check on your car if it's parked somewhere to make sure everything's all good. Well, now a recent update has allowed the camera to be a selfie cam. So you and your family and friends, you can do a selfie picture in this thing. Pretty cool stuff. We'll do one with the Optimus. You can turn your Tesla into a Tron light cycle. The kids always love Santa mode. Unfortunately, Christmas is over. There's a paint shop, so you can customize your vehicle's avatar. You can change it to any color you want. You can put a wrap on it. I mean, it's fun stuff. You can have your car play a light show. We have the silly whoopee cushion. You can make, then you have the boom box where you can talk through the horn. You can play media through the horn. Like if you're outside having a picnic and you want to play some music from the infotainment system, it'll play it through the horn. You can make the horn sound like a, goat. You can talk to it through the horn in a scary voice. Oh. Some of the stuff is silly. There's a multi-truck recorder. They're constantly rolling out stuff. They recently have Grok. You have Grok inside your Tesla now. Hey Grok, can you tell me about the safety of the Model 3?
The Tesla Model 3 gets top 5-star overall ratings from NHTSA in crash tests and strong IIHS scores, like top safety pick for recent models with good crash protection. It has features like automatic emergency braking, forward collision warning, and a rigid structure for great occupant safety.
Thank you, Grok. That's all for now. And there's a lot of things you can do. You can use Grok to help you learn a foreign language. You want to improve on your Japanese. You want a therapy session. You want sexy talk with your AI girlfriend or boyfriend. Not my cup of tea, but hey, to each his or her own. It is a vehicle made for adults. But literally, you can talk to your car and have a conversation, or I guess a relationship, whatever you want to call it, kind of like, that's like Kit from Knight Rider. This is all happening. And we haven't even gotten to the full self-driving part. So we have autopilot. Autopilot is a traffic-aware cruise control that allows the vehicle to, steering assist, braking. It's fantastic. Tesla is retiring autopilot basically from 2019 and on up until January of 2026. Autopilot came standard pretty much in all Tesla vehicles. But the full self-driving has gotten so good that Tesla is now focusing on that. Tesla is 99.99% sure that they've solved autonomy. They have their robotaxi fleet in Austin, driving around giving people paid rides without a driver in the driver's seat, without a safety driver. So I've been using full self-driving in my Tesla for 4 years. So a couple caveats. A lot of those amazing feats that we see on full self-driving are with hardware 4 vehicles. This one has hardware 3, so it's got a more faster processor. It's got different cameras on it. The hardware 3 is still pretty good. That's what I have in my Tesla. I just did a road trip down to Portland and back, and the vehicle almost drove pretty much flawlessly the whole time. It is fantastic, but if you're an absolute nerd and you want the most high-tech version of full self-driving, you're going to want to look for a Tesla with hardware 4, which would be a 2024 newer. If you're not so crazy about that, you just want autopilot, or you want to kind of dabble in full self-driving, maybe you can't afford the more expensive, the hardware 3 full self-driving works great. I've driven on it for 40,000 miles and I'm amazed. But yes, the hardware 4 is better in a lot of ways. Now let's talk about the battery technology in this Tesla, because that's something else that's kind of different. My GoPro is about to run out, so we'll end with this one. This has lithium iron phosphate batteries. This is battery chemistry that we aren't seeing in brand new Teslas right now in North America. It's a different chemistry, and the reason why is because these batteries are made in China. China, they are really the leaders and the biggest manufacturers of LFP battery technology. Tesla likes to use lithium ion batteries. They have advantage. There's always pros and cons. The lithium ion batteries generally, give you better performance. They are more energy dense, so they weigh less than a comparable LFP battery, but they only like to be charged to 80%. If we go over to the battery, over here we go to charging, we can see that we have it set to charge at 100%. Lithium ion batteries only like to be charged for daily use to 80%. If you charge them every day to 100%, that can degrade the batteries faster. You can see with the LFP batteries, it's the opposite. We recommend keeping your charge limit at 100% for once a week. So you got to think about that. This car has a 270-mile range. If you can only charge to 80% for daily use, well, you're not getting that full 270-mile range. It's more like 200 miles or 220 miles. Being able to charge to 100%, you're going to get that full range. And LFP batteries, they're very sure that they are going to last longer, maybe up to twice as long as lithium-ion batteries. There's many Teslas out there driving around. There's a Model Y right now of 225,000 miles on it, still on the original battery and original brakes. I'm telling you, these things are low maintenance. It's like having an appliance. Not much to do on these things. This has the potential of the LFP batteries to go like 400,000 or 500,000 miles. At that point, the rest of the vehicle might start disintegrating and the battery is going to be fine. It's just going to start wearing out. Well, I'm about to run out of battery. Thank you for this walk around video. We have lots of great videos on our YouTube channel of all vehicles. I do a YouTube video on pretty much every used car that comes in this lot, be it a smart car, a Corvette, obviously lots of Ford products and Isuzu products. We're a Ford Isuzu dealership, but we also have a very big pre-owned business. We're Scarff Ford in business since 1922, over 100 years. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.